Thank you so much for joining me today on the Path of Ascension Humility. We will be, of course, doing Echthra today with Kleia. So we're going to come over here to Echthra, and then we're going to come over here to Kleia, which I've already selected. I am doing the File of Serenity because it allows me to make at least a tiniest of tiniest mistakes. Now, for this, Echthra's abilities, of course, is she does Foul Waste, which will throw out about 5 puddles of poop, normally on you, and you want to get out of that because if you go through it, it slows you and does damage. Her second ability is she summons crawlers, which are spiders. She normally summons about 5 of them, normally in kind of an all-encompassing area around her. You kind of want to pick the safest route, kind of kill that one, so that way you can go through her and continue DPSing and killing the other ones. A good thing is if you're close to a pillar, line of sighting them to kind of help line them up a little bit easier. And her third ability, once she hits 100 energy, is she uses Befuddled Fumes, which is a frontal cone that will cause you to lose control of your character. Now, you can line of sight that behind the pillar, you can leap away from it and then come back to her. The main thing is you do not get hit by it while spiderlings are up. If you get hit by those spiderlings, what's going to end up happening is they stack a poison debuff on you, and it is going to chew through your health, and you are going to die, and you're going to waste a lot and a lot of medallions. Now, from what I've seen, is she normally does this about every 25 seconds. So about 2-3 seconds after she does the second crawlers, she'll do it, and about right after the third by about 6 to 7 seconds. So you do want to be mindful of that. Just keep an eye on her energy. You'll see it going up. So the way we're going to do this, of course, is we'll be attacking her with Ascended Strike. We're going to try to rotate the round so that way we can hit spiderlings as well. And then, of course, we'll be going from pillar to pillar. You're going to want to use Keen Insight so that way you can at least retaliate against some of the damage while you're moving her around. And then Leap of Faith to get away from her Befuddled Fumes. You're going to want to make sure to keep that up for that purpose. And since we're going to start the fight by leaping to her, we're not going to be able to really leap again until that first Befuddled Fumes, unless we can get her close to a pillar and I can line of sight it. And then once we get our Archon's Blessing, if she has spiderlings up, which we're aiming for, we only want to use Keen Insight, because everything we kill with Kleia with Keen Insight, it will instantly kill it, and it will give us 10% crit. So if we can get 3 to 4 of them, that's ideal. 5 is a bonus. Anything, if you've got more spiderlings up than that, props to you for kiting around that many spiderlings. And then, of course, we'll blow her up in our Archon phase. We might end up a little bit outside of it. You do want to be careful. One thing to keep in mind is when you do your Archon, when they do the summon crawlers during that phase, for whatever reason, all the crawlers will be summoned at your feet. So you want to make sure as soon as you see that, move away so that way you can kill it with your first DPS. You do not want to get hit by that because you'll have all 5 of those spiderlings on you. And then, of course, watch out for the Befuddled Fumes because that's going to waste a little bit of your time during Archon's Blessing, and you don't want to lose that precious time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and just like me, do the same, so that way you can also leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to follow or subscribe whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, and you can find me on Twitch under the_Dab86. And generally, I kind of like to move her to this pillar over here, if I can. We'll see where her first group of spiderlings and all that falls out. So we're going to do that. She befuddled me, but that's okay because it's almost time. This might be the one. Let's get her out of that. Come here, you. Come here, you. There we go. We finally did it. That is Echthra with Kleia. Holy bejesus. We finally did it. That is a slow, sad clap that I'm hearing in my head.